Josh here, and today we're going to talk about Broly and how he may lead to Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball Super. So in this movie, it was really interesting because there's a scene where Broly transforms into a form that they actually kind of teased in the original Dragon Ball Super Broly movie teaser before they even knew that Broly was in it. When I say they, before we, the fans, and the viewers, knew Broly was in it. And it was when his eyes turned yellow, he kind of bulked up, all that stuff. He had the green aura, and everyone just thought he was powering up. A lot of people didn't know that was a different form, but upon watching the movie, they legitimately call it a different form, to the point where Paragus actually says that it's essentially harnessing the power of the Great Ape Ozaru form in the Saiyan humanoid body, which is really interesting because that's basically what they do in Dragon Ball GT to turn Super Saiyan 4, except that instead of it being the regular Ozaru form, it's the Golden Ozaru form. So this made me think, if they're already setting this up and the form's called the Wrathful form, is this their way of laying the groundwork slowly but surely for something like Super Saiyan 4? Because we know that the series isn't over yet. They're going to keep doing more and more things with Dragon Ball Super. The characters are too popular. The show's too popular. It's probably making too much money for them to stop it at this point. So they're going to have to keep going. And there's no other way to really go except for adding a new form for the characters, because you're going to have to keep adding more powerful characters for them to fight, and the way they always do it is a Deus Ex Machina of sorts regarding a new form. We saw it with the Future Zamasu Trunks arc, where Trunks got the random form where he kind of did the spirit bomb with the sword and all that stuff. That was a total Deus Ex Machina, and we've seen it before. In some ways, Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 was kind of a Deus Ex Machina at the time. This would be really interesting because they've already kind of hinted here and there. Gohan said he wanted to achieve a new form. Also really interesting is the fact that if Broly stays and he gets stronger and stronger and stronger, you would think he would get another form besides simply Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4, whatever, including the fact that he already has the legendary Super Saiyan form. They showed the Wrathful form that Broly had being on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which is obviously ridiculously powerful. So if they were to do something like have Broly go the next step, which would be Golden Ozaru, and harnessing that power, making him a Super Saiyan 4, because by definition, if he does everything that you do for Super Saiyan 4, and that's a new form, I think most people would consider that new form, even if it doesn't look 100% like Super Saiyan 4, they would consider that Super Saiyan 4, based upon what you had to do to gain that form in Dragon Ball GT. So I think that'd be really interesting if that's how they go about introducing it, because there are so many different things about, the true power of the Saiyans, and they kind of talked about that while promoting this movie. I think it'd be legit, and I think it'd be really dope, actually, from a fan perspective. Just because the biggest question was, how would Super Saiyan 4 ever compete against Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan Blue is so powerful? But they kind of answered that question in this movie by having Super Saiyan Blue go against Broly in his Wrathful form. And basically, I guess you can consider the Wrathful form basically Super Saiyan 4 Light to some degree, or false Super Saiyan 4. It's along the same track in my mind, at least. But I just think it's really cool because it kind of tells you that if this form were to be achieved, the Golden Ozaru form, that's kind of, I guess, that power is contained, then it would have to be at least on par, if not greater, than Super Saiyan Blue, which kind of leads itself naturally in some ways to being that next transformation up the kind of power scale ladder for those that care about power scaling. And also at the same time, I think it'd be interesting as well because they kind of said that more or less they're not, like I said before, done, and they're going to do more fan service stuff. And the Super Saiyan 4 outfit, that form is so popular at this point, I don't see that ever not returning. So if they're going to do more fan service stuff in the future, I don't think there's really a more perfect way to go than introducing Super Saiyan 4. And if you want to do it with a character like Broly, I think it'd be pretty cool. But comment below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about this? And I'll see you guys later.